Hello, welcome back to the Boppin Boys podcast. This is week number 6. David, kick us off.
Turkeys.
We played a little strip paintball.
Well, when you used to see pretty girls. Benjamin Franklin prefers turkeys over the ball eat.
Like that pea touched your skin.
Well, we just wanted to make sure that you were pampered.
So, this is pretty cool about turkeys. Turkeys can blush, like Micah. Like when you see a pretty girl, Micah, do you know how you blush? Well, when you used to see pretty girls. That sounds, that sounds terrible. I don't mean like that.
I
when
don't
you
see pretty girls.
I was kind of meaning like, yeah, it doesn't matter. But when you used to date more, you'd see pretty girls. That's what happens with turkeys.
So do they actually blush
when
they see pretty girls?
Yeah, well, when they see pretty turkeys.
Oh.
So when they see their colleagues that are pretty, they can blush, or when they're scared.
Only the guys?
Yeah, or when they're scared, yeah. As far as I know, it's
what
only the
part
guys.
of them blushes? Though? They have like a tiny face.
Like in their neck.
Their neck.
They're gobblers.
They're gobblers.
Micah used to see pretty girls.
Now I'm blind.
Now he's blind. But it's usually like a pale pink color.
If you're ugly or a male, I'll see you. But if you're a pretty girl,
Blind.
So you can see me. So
you're
you
like
can see
wearing
me.
camouflage.
so like,
Are you able to see me right now? Are you able to see me right now?
No.
Whoa.
But like, so if that was true, would I then decide who is pretty, and then I would see them for a
It's a
second?
transgender joke.
And then they would
It's a
disappear?
transgender joke. I get it.
That's what. Yeah. But
Okay.
No, it wasn't a transgender joke.
You're supposed to only see one pretty girl, and that's your fiance.
Yeah, dude.
Your wife.
Yes, I only have eyes for her.
Exactly. So that's why you're blind now. So you got a few more facts for turkeys.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Why
because
are you
turkeys are
giving
cool.
us turkey facts?
Well, because we've actually missed a few
past
episodes, but
Thanksgiving.
that's the thing. We kind of this is Thanksgiving now because we missed a few episodes.
No, it's not.
It's Thanksgiving.
now.
So happy Thanksgiving.
It's actually Christmas.
So only male turkeys gobble.
It's
Did
only
you know
10
that?
days from Christmas.
And you still haven't done your
really?
Christmas shopping. Only male turkeys gobble. Wild turkeys can fly. Isn't that crazy? We've always
I
heard
knew
turkeys
that.
can't fly. That's a new fact for me.
not-
No, that's a
okay.
new fact for me. Did you know that turkeys can fly?
Wild
I don't
turkeys.
know. There's a lot of wild turkeys in my backyard.
Do they fly?
I've seen them go flap flap. I don't know if I've seen them fly.
I don't know what that means.
I guess.
I don't think they get off the ground that much.
Yeah, I don't think they really fly.
Well, the
wild turkeys don't fly.
No.
They hover.
No, so they wild turkey. I'm not going to talk about that. Wild turkeys can also sleep in trees. Like they sleep in trees, not also. They sleep in trees because they can fly.
No, they don't.
How high up in the tree, though?
That's
I'm thinking it's more of a hover.
How come
Yeah. They just hover.
How come we've never spotted one in a tree?
Benjamin Franklin
There's
prefers
tons
turkeys
of-
over the bog eagle.
I'm still stuck on them being sleeping in trees.
Where did you get that fact?
Online.
Benjamin Franklin prefers
Yeah.
wild turkeys
Yeah.
over the bald eagle.
Like one day,
That's
Benjamin
true.
Franklin was like, "Guys, write it down. I like turkeys more than the bald eagle."
Apparently,
That's
the
truth.
media was
The media was
asking the hard questions back then.
They were.
false media.
They were.
So
Vogue.
he
you know,
praised.
them
Yeah. So it
things.
says Franklin praised the turkey as a bird. Of course.
What's
That's all it
this
says.
website you're getting this from? Can you tell me what the website is?
It's probably Wiki.
Yes.
What's
Oh
the
my
website?
gosh.
What's the website you're getting it from?
Okay, let me find. It's modelfarmers.com.
Oh,
That actually sounds pretty. That sounds
it's a
pretty
.com
reputable.
though. It's not a .org.
But they can still make
But-
money. I mean, I'm
Or
okay with that.
.gov.
I'm
But
okay
they're-
with them making money.
They're also a modern farmer. So
Yeah, they're modern farmers
I
who
don't
wants to make
trust
money.
it.
on
they
the modern
also
day.
sell merch.
My high school. They do. Look at that, Modern Farmer.
But that's not
We're
an
not endorsed
endorsement.
by
What
them.
were you saying about your high school?
I said my high school teacher wouldn't approve of them because they're a .com, and she says you should only look.
Well,
at
that's
.gov.
that's
what my
high
high school
school,
teacher
bro.
said.
That's high school.
Oh.
That's high school, bro.
We're in college.
Well,
not in
We're in,
Yeah, you
we're
actually-
we're stepped up above college.
yeah.
The real
Micah
world.
graduated.
Adults?
The real
So
world.
we're adults.
Just in the world.
Yes, the
We're in that
real
14th
world.
grade, dude.
Okay, we're actually close to Christmas, so I have a
We are
Christmas
close to
game we could
Christmas.
play if you want to play a Christmas.
Not
game.
yet.
You don't
I
wanna
do
play
want
it
to.
yet.
I do want to discuss why we've
Okay.
been gone for like over a month.
Okay, tell them.
I just wanted to say that we were. I randomly, not kind of randomly, had to go to Atlanta, Georgia for work, and pretty much the entire month of November. So we kind of left you guys hanging because we didn't want to Skype it, just because it would be kind of awful.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have I was working like 24/7, so couldn't edit or anything like that. So
He can't tell you what he's working. What he's
well,
doing
I'm
because-
work for the government.
No, yeah, yeah. I was gonna, he can't. He can't.
I can
release-
say that.
He can't
I'm
release.
an accountant.
He can't release the information. So, but he was working.
I could say that I'm working, but if I did tell you, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah. But we know.
Well,
For now.
for now.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, we could play that dumb game
Okay.
if you want.
Okay. All right.
Or we could talk about the real meat and potatoes, what happened last week on your bachelor party.
We can talk about
Oh.
the meat and potatoes.
Or should we just leave that at the back? What happens?
What happens at
stays.
the bachelor party
Stays
stays
at the bachelor party.
Yeah, so we had a bachelor party.
We did.
For Micah, of
For
course.
Micah, because he's getting married, and he's no longer to have fun.
And
Yeah.
I'm no longer.
I mean,
Right,
post
and
like that.
and I
Can't-
want
I
to
can't
say this
agree.
publicly. Chris was cool, and I'm glad that you invited him, but he's old.
I feel
You
the
know
same
he's
way.
old, dude.
Chris is my friend.
Yeah, how old is he to be exact?
Yeah, but we're like in our early 20s,
I
and
think
he's like 50.
No, he's 30.
Maybe he might be 60 or 70, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Age really gets
His
away from you.
birthday is actually in a couple days.
Age gets away from you, dude, and you can tell he's aged pretty hard.
He's.
Yeah, no, I think David's right. I think it's one of those jokes, when like you get above like 40 or 50, you're like, oh, I'm 30 this
You're
year.
gonna make Chris cry if he
That's
listens
fine.
To this. If he's listening to this,
He
you're
doesn't
gonna
listen to
cry.
this. He told us that.
Yeah.
He already told us that.
He did tell us he doesn't listen. But I'm glad he brought your grandpa on the trip. I wanted to say
Well,
that.
when we first went there, Sam was like, "You brought your grandpa?" And that's our
No,
other
he
friend
didn't.
because he's never met Chris.
Sam is also older. Are we gonna tell him what we did on the bachelor party? Or are we gonna?
Okay, sure.
I can tell
Tuesday
you, I have a picture.
No.
Tuesday night. There's a lot of pictures. Tuesday night. I guess the other thing I remember Tuesday night was the fact that we made the waitress at the restaurant we went to pretty upset because we kept drinking our water.
It's such a crazy thing to get upset about too.
It was so random. Like we were she was fine. She didn't seem like she was upset.
No, she was mad.
yeah,
Oh, I don't think she was upset before. All of a sudden, she was like, "Man, you guys are really just like drinking. Like we didn't even think. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
we
a
didn't
joke.
think-
We were just
and then it
drinking
became-
water."
yeah.
She was like, "I keep refilling your water
Well, I
because
always
Micah's
drink a lot.
Micah's thirsty."
And then
yeah.
so I started chugging my water. Then Logan started chugging his tea.
So we on purposely started chugging our drinks
Each of us
right when
went through
she.
like 5 or 6 drinks. So every time she's coming back, she's taking all of our drinks to refill them.
Yeah, I remember that, and I was very nauseous. by
Yeah,
the
'cause
time
you
my
drank
food
all that
came,
tea.
because I had like 5 glasses of sweet tea that I didn't just drink; I
Yeah.
chugged. So I remember that on Tuesday night.
And then we went to the cabin.
Went to the cabin. It
And
was
we
not
got-
too far, but because of COVID, we can't do anything.
And your wife decorated the cabin.
My wife
It looked so
decorated
good.
the cabin, which
with a bunch of
And the
balloons
cupcakes
and
were so good.
Cupcakes. The
cupcakes were amazing. Balloons were cool.
Chris, the old man, the grandpa, he
Grandpa
he
booked it
loved
for
the
us.
cupcakes.
Yeah,
He was in love with cupcakes.
Yeah.
just old men just love cupcakes.
And then
We
we played
got in the hot
Risk.
tub. We played Risk.
Oh, we got 6 people got into a 4-person hot tub.
Not 6 people.
And there was a
6
lo-
men.
And-
adults.
and there was a lot of water displacement.
When we first came in, the water was like up to the top. So when all 6 of us got in, there was maybe a lot of gallons that fell out of the tub.
By the end of
And-
the trip, the hot tub water smelled like
It's just
Oh my
so
gosh.
bad.
It
it smelled
smelled
like a
like sewer.
combination of armpits and lake water.
And pee. I think people peed
Somebody,
in there.
I'm not gonna name any names,
Someone-
Micah, but somebody.
I did not pee in the
Somebody
water.
peed in that hot tub.
I have a hunch that it was Sam.
I would not pee in
Sam
the
made a joke about
said,
it. Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, we've peed in the water," and we all
I
went.
couldn't
We
tell
all
he was
went.
joking. He
No.
never
Yeah.
went.
We all,
"Thank
yeah,
you."
we
Yeah,
all
you couldn't
went. We all
tell.
went. And he was like,
We couldn't
we were
tell.
like, "Did you pee in the water, dude?"
Yeah.
Because like peeing in a
I'm
pool,
not a betting man, but I would put money.
Yeah.
peeing in like a lake or an ocean, that's whatever. You can do that. I would say that's fair game.
Yeah, I would say.
Peeing in a pool is like, okay, that's gross,
Risky.
kind of risky, but like
A hot tub?
if you're gonna risk it, but a hot tub,
There's like a gallon of
Yeah.
water on that hot
don't
tub.
pee in a hot tub.
No.
You're closer
With
quarters.
6 people, and we're all like on each other's laps pretty
And it's
much.
like
Like
heat
that
and it,
pee
like, mist.
touched your skin.
Uh-huh.
So,
And like it mist up, so it's like hitting you in the face too, because there's all that mist from the hot water.
ooh, that's gross.
Yeah, so you.
That's true.
So you breathed in Sam's pee.
It was also freezing, so like when you open the door
Yeah.
to get out, you're like running as
Yeah.
fast as you can to get into the tub.
Yeah.
And it stunk.
And
real bad.
and the old man forgot his socks, and he went in with one of his
Oh my
socks on.
gosh. So we get to the cabin. We're all like, the only thing we're really excited about, well, one of the first things we're excited about is like the hot tub. 'cause
Get in the
it's
hot
like,
tub.
well, we got to get in the hot tub. We go down there. We all get in, and Chris is like one of the last ones to get in, and he just starts to, like, he just dives in pretty much, and he's like, my socks, and he's like crying.
Yeah, the
Both of
socks
his
are
socks,
dirty.
he just jumped into the.
There
hot
is
tub,
nothing
but-
worse than wet socks.
I agree.
Nothing.
Well, maybe with the shoe.
Nothing.
Nope. Tyrants,
Hell?
dictators.
I disagree.
You're a minister, Mike. Answer that correctly.
Hell is worse.
Okay,
than-
thank you.
than
Okay.
wet socks.
Thank you. I think I got
But
you there.
yeah. But as people, yeah, I'm not gonna say.
Well, that was probably it for Tuesday night.
Hey, I was up until 6
PM?
Hey,
That's
hey.
pretty late.
I was up until 6 a.m.
I will say that. But
A lot
even
of
if you go to
people-
bed
we
at
were
10.
all up until like 4, and then I finished the movie we were all watching. So
Yeah.
I was up.
We
until
watched
6.
the
The
tsunami
Impossible.
movie,
Yeah,
Impossible.
I looked at my phone before I went to bed. It was 6 a.m.
6
So
a.m.
I
falling
slept in.
asleep.
That
I
movie is
slept
so
in
hard to
until
watch.
No,
12.
the fact that you only slept 6 hours, and most of us only slept like 4 or 5 hours that night. But
But
it's
you
the
wanna pick
boys.
on me.
It's the boys.
It's the
You
boys.
gotta
That's
do
what the
it
boys
for
do.
The boys.
Did we get Taco Bell? No.
we gotta talk about Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We did get Taco Bell that night.
And I was super nauseous that time too because there was 6 people in a 5-person car.
And no,
I
not
was-
6 people, 6 men.
Man.
6 men. We played Risk, very intense, manly game,
Yeah.
Sam won.
Sam did
and
win
he didn't let us forget that.
because he made us feel bad. He's like, because you guys are always teaming up against me.
Well, no, me and Sam were like teaming up, and then I just came at Sam, and that made Sam mad.
You made him
Oh, I
try.
can't
For the
tell
whole
you.
rest of the game, he was like, "If you would have just stayed with me, man, you would have made this."
And then he won anyway, like-
Yeah.
Long
was
story
mad.
short, Risk was a very manly, very long game. We played it. I won. Sam likes to say he won, but
Yeah.
I won. No, I'm just kidding.
Logan technically
Sam
won.
I technically won. So, and then Wednesday, Micah didn't wake up until 1 o'clock. And then we. pretty
Oh
much
no,
just went to-
the whole night you guys tried to get me into go in the hot tub and everything, and
That was
Wednesday.
oh, that was
Wednesday
Wednesday,
night.
man. I get these days confused.
No, Wednesday we pretty much
Wednesday.
just went. We got stuff for we're the bachelors. No, what is it called?
We got
Groomsmen.
stuff for the wedding.
Yeah.
We got stuff for the
Our
wedding
wed- our
at
dress
Easton. We
pants.
tried Shake Shack.
Oh, that was really
Shake
good.
Shack was
Very good.
amazing. It reminded me of an old restaurant we used to know
Tasty made.
called Tasty Made
R.I.P.
here in Lancaster.
Put
Rest
an
in peace,
R.I.P. in the
Tasty Made.
chat.
That was my first job.
Yeah, it's an art.
It was Chipotle's burger place here in Lancaster, Ohio, the one and only, and it closed down before it ever got started. Really,
It was so good.
But we got it before anybody.
gone
else.
too soon.
It wasn't that
Rest in
great, and then
peace.
it got really good, and then it shut down.
Yeah, yeah. I do wanted to point out that Wednesday was the day that Micah realized he was marrying me, and I realized I had married Micah
I don't remember
in
that.
female
We
version.
talked about that.
Oh,
One example mainly that kicked it off was Wednesday night when we get our food because I think we got pizza that night. And we're sitting down to watch the movie, and all the lights are off because we're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And Micah has to turn on his dumb little lamp right beside his food because he has to look at all of his food and
Yes.
inspect it before he eats it.
Yes.
And that right then is when it clicked in my head. Oh my god!
This is Isabella.
I married Micah because
Isabella.
my wife is the same. She does the same thing. It's
Isabella
like
is a
every
female
night.
version of me, and you are a male version of Tabitha.
The only thing I think about, I don't know Tabby that well, but I feel like being competitive is kind of similar.
Yeah, she's competitive.
And then being dead inside. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I think we do have very similar personalities, but
yes.
but that was what really I was like, oh my lord,
yeah,
you're too similar to my wife.
2 peas in a pod.
2 peas in a pot.
Yeah. So then we watched
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
It's
a
a
007.
it's a Christian. We actually watched Fireproof.
We
And
tried
then we
to
watched
wake-
God's Not
we
Dead.
tried to wake David up in the middle of the night
And
to
then
get
he
him
threw
to get him
Whoa.
to come get in the hot tub with us, and it
It
made
was-
him sick to his stomach because.
I mean,
Cause just seeing our face that
And it
early in
started
the
then,
morning,
yeah.
just in hurl.
well, because I told them, I said, we have to wake up early tomorrow, and they're like, okay, we won't go to bed tonight. Sound like a plan? And I said, that's not a plan. I'm
Well,
going to
the
bed.
reason we had to get up Thursday, we had an appointment to do paintball on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour away, so we had to get up decently early. So my thinking was,
And we made it.
okay, we'll get. Yeah, we did make it, but my thinking was, okay, we'll go to bed early. Well, we finished watching the movie, and I wasn't tired, so it was time to get in the hot tub.
Exactly.
And once you get in the hot tub,
No,
all bets are off.
Actually,
But when you
I
go to
kept
sleep.
trying to say we should get in the hot tub, we should get in the hot tub, and everyone was asleep, well, in their beds or whatever, except for me, Sam, and Logan. And I kept saying we should get in the hot tub, and they were on their phones, like kind of ignoring me, trying to get me not to. And I was like, listen,
David straight up just didn't care. He was just like, no, I'm going to bed.
I was like, I'm getting in the hot
Well, I
tub.
went to bed
whatever
during
you guys
the movie.
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Before the movie, really.
Yeah.
I do want to point out, I want to call David out in saying that whatever Micah wanted to do, I was down. I was down to do anything Micah wanted to do. Now, David, on the other hand, David has his schedule, and he did not want to. He did not want to
Yeah.
veer from that schedule.
Most of the stuff though he would do. He also, you both would put a
That makes sense.
Mountain Dew in my hand
At any time.
at any time.
You would open it.
I woke up on Thursday morning and David walked in the bedroom, cracked open a cold Mountain Dew at 7 a.m. and popped it in my hand.
Yeah.
Well, we just wanted to make sure that you were pampered the entire week. It's
And you
your
know what?
day. It's your
He took a
week.
few sips of it.
Yeah, you
I-
did. You
I
did.
took one sip.
You did. You
I
were
took
like,
one
okay.
sip and I was like, no.
And then like an hour later, I walk up and go, here you go, my guy. You seem like you're out of Mountain
Well,
Dew.
and then eventually at that night, I woke up and went up there with him. And then towards the end of the night, when Mike was about to fall asleep, I brought in another Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
I opened it up for
It's
him.
about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Here you go, dude.
Sometimes you just need to crack open a cold Mountain Dew.
No,
And he
it's
always takes a
100%.
sip of it.
Always, at least one.
You
Yeah.
just take one sip. That's enough to do you. It's enough to
One
do
sip
you.
will do you the whole time.
It'll do you with the dew.
Yeah. I know, 100%. I agree. I can't agree more than what I'm agreeing right now.
And then Thursday we
Thursday,
Went paintball.
I called you Belle.
Yep.
And then we also went paintball.
And that's how we knew you
Yes,
married.
we went
Isabella.
paintballing, and guess
you were
what?
married.
That was kind of
And
the
guess
full
what?
circle to that.
We went paintballing, and what happened when we were playing paintball?
Me, you, and this other guy who's a friend of ours who we have a podcast with, we went paintballing and with other
Yes.
people. And when
Yes.
we were on
We
the team, the
demolished.
three of us, me, you, and that other guy,
Yeah.
we beat every other team that played us.
And what was
they
the one game that we played called Capture the What?
Capture the flag.
And who
We played
did-
a game. Okay.
And who? And who was the person who actually captured
So
the
we
flag?
played capture the flag multiple times, defending and attacking, and it seemed like whoever was attacking would lose no matter what.
You would never capture that
you
flag.
You couldn't. The way the game was set up was kind of difficult, and there was only one flag. So we just kept playing until one of the attackers won.
Yeah.
What broke the whole game was when Micah courageously he got down on his hands and knees, and he crawled underneath all of these barricades.
He had
kinda.
nice pants on.
I do.
With nice pants, yes, he did have.
Yeah.
He always has nice pants though. So.
I-
And then so he crawled under all of these barricade just to get to the other side,
Yeah.
and then he runs up, and all 150 pounds of him grabs the flag and is running, maybe like a 4.240, like super fast, zoom, up to the base, and we won the game. And we were down.
Yeah.
We were down
Yeah.
big because I was out, and I'm the best player, obviously. And then the other guy who was with us,
Zach.
his name is David.
Oh.
I think that's his name. He was
I thought it
not
was Zach
out.
first.
He was not out, but he was being a little wimp, and he was hiding behind.
I was
hiding behind the
flanking.
barricade.
I was
Who?
flanking.
You what?
I was.
You were what?
Sorry.
Sorry, so
I heard,
David was
I heard
flanking,
David.
Flanking,
trying to
yeah.
flank, and then you courageously just
I
grabbed the
won
flag.
the
and went.
flag though,
won
and
the
got
flag.
the first victory in Capture the Flag, and no one gave a crap.
I thought we lost. I thought we lost.
no one
No,
cared.
that's what I'm saying earlier. I was the only hype man all
Zach,
week.
our person was like, "Hey, that's the end of the game," and everyone was like, "All right, let's move on to the next one." And I was like, "Yeah," I just, crawled on the ground like a soldier,
Yeah.
ran up, grabbed the flag,
Like
and
a
no one
soldier.
gave a
Don't
crap.
compare yourself to a
You
soldier.
were. Yeah, that's too far. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
don't compare
convinced
yourself.
You were made
I
to be
must have been let win.
courageous.
Okay. And then we got Chick-fil-A and Bibi Bop, and then we went home,
Yep.
Capped off a great bachelor party.
and that was the bachelor.
Chris was trying to
party.
hate because it was 2 days long. Though.
It was a great
Yeah.
bachelor party.
He
Trying to
left
hate on
early.
me.
He didn't go paintballing because old people.
Chris
use
didn't go
it.
paintballing.
Yeah, he
Whatever
hurt
it
his
is.
hip. Yeah,
We love you, Chris.
a little problem with his hip.
I love Chris too.
Well, I do think that I've never been paintballing before.
I had never either.
To finish off the whole paintballing story, Micah decided that it would be fun if he were to mow us down with 2 guns
I
and
forgot about
destroy
this.
us.
Yeah, that was great.
So have you ever played
explain.
Sharks and Minnows? Right, if you ever played Sharks and Minnows,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, where we'd run through the map, and he was standing in the middle with 2 guns and the rest of our paintballs that we had paid for,
Yeah.
mowing us down while we
Yeah.
ran.
Well, no, explain to them. Though. We didn't have enough paintballs for another game.
Yeah, for like a whole nother.
We just had enough paintballs like for 2 guns to be full.
Yeah.
So they filled me 2 guns up,
Me 2 guns.
and I stood in the middle on this platform, and they
Only
ran.
shot me.
They ran from one side of the map to the
David got shot a
other
lot.
as I just shot them. But David and Sam,
Well, because people were running, so I was like, I'm just going to go. This can't hurt that bad. And I was like, this hurts.
we had a little bit of bullets left. So
Micah, okay, so the options were this. Either we get all of our guns filled up to the most we can, even them out, and have Micah run through like a bus, and we just mow him down.
and I said,
he
no,
tries to, and
I
he was
want to
like,
shoot you.
yeah, he was like, dude, do you know who I am? I'm Micah McCoy. I shoot. I don't get shots.
So then they were running by through the map as I shot at them, but David and Sam decided they were going to take off clothing. So David
Yeah.
is wearing shorts, and
But a little
Sam,
strip paintball.
yeah, no,
Just a little
no, and Sam is wearing just bib overalls with no shirt. So I
No
said,
shirt.
I'm going to shoot at them more, and I shot David in the leg like 50 times. He has these 3 welts
I still have them.
on his leg.
I still have them.
But it was a great bachelor party. Logan, thank you.
The entire reason
you.
I wanted to bring it up and talk, the reason I want it to be the main, thing that we talk about on this podcast is because I planned it and I wanted all the fame and
And
recognition.
he did
for it.
great.
And the glory.
And
Yes.
Lung did great.
I also want to remind everyone I am the best man, so not even Micah's that good, and it is his wedding. So, just want to remind everyone
Yes.
that if you're ever looking for a best man, we don't have to be that close, but I do plan pretty good bachelor parties, and I am
really
the
good
best.
speeches, I'm sure.
And you can Apple Pay.
Oh, yeah, I take Apple Pay, I take credit cards, I'll take cash, a check, anything really.
Yep.
So I am available. I do bar mitzvahs, I do birthdays.
That's
No,
pretty.
I
Do we
think
want to
we're
do a
gonna-
Christmas game to end, or do you want to do a Christmas game
You have
next
time,
week?
yeah.
Let's try to do a Christmas game next week because next week when we post it'll be real close to Christmas.
Okay.
It'll be our
And,
Christmas podcast.
It'll be a whole Christmas podcast.
Okay.
We'll even decorate.
Well, yeah, we'll decorate. We'll see what happens.
Maybe Bella can come in here and decorate. for us.
Maybe. I'll see. She's pretty busy.
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah.
Probably don't have time.
Okay. Well, love you guys. We're
Thanks,
gonna
love
end it
you.
here.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.